I'm feeling good. I'm very positive about it. It's getting better every day, and today I felt great out there, doing a little more than usual, and it felt good.
Best it's felt?
Yeah.
What were you wanting to accomplish just the last couple days, kind of moving around on it?
Just less pain, I'm just trying to get out of my mind that it's not hurt. Just that it was more of a mental thing, just getting out there, running around, and so I think I got to move past that, and it's feeling better. So.
What has it been like watching these guys compete without you and get these big games done and wins?
They're playing great. It's fun to watch. I'd love to be out there with them, but I wasn't able to. But they battled, they fought, and they grinded. I'm very proud of what they did, and I'm really proud to be a part of this program with them.
When you look at Kentucky, I guess the first thing might be athleticism, and UMBC to Kentucky, it's quite a jump. How do you kind of transition to this team?
We played a lot of athletic teams, maybe not as athletic and talented as this team, but we just got to keep with the game plan and play our kind of basketball and don't get too sped up and caught in all the fans stuff and what they're saying and stuff. We just got to keep to what we're doing and what we've been doing and compete.
Are there any Big 12 teams you think may compare favorably to facing a team like this?
Maybe not this year quite, but past years with Baylor when they're just really long, athletic. Other than that, it's hard to compare with other teams. I mean, they're all 6'5", 6'6", long, athletic, very talented players, and so it's very hard to compare them to other teams. But they're a great team, so we just got to stick with the game plan.
The national narrative seems to be that Kentucky's path to the Final Four is wide open. What do you think when you hear comments like that?
I don't think much of it, we play basketball too. I think some people forget about that when they say stuff like that. But just because we didn't have a high seed doesn't mean we're not good. We're going to come out there and compete. Just can't listen to what they say on social media and stuff like that.
Dean, do you know you guys have never beaten Kentucky as a school? Is that pop in the brain at all?
I know that, but you can't think of that kind of stuff. You just got to come out there and play basketball.
Are you going to play tomorrow? I'm sorry if you've been asked already.
I hope so. We'll see. See what happens.
How'd you feel out there shooting and so on?
I felt great. My confidence is getting a little better, and overall my foot's feeling better every day.
I know you're the leading scorer and leading rebounder. How would you characterize your role on the team? What you mean on the team?
I think my biggest role is just, as a leader, just keeping everyone positive. The stats and all that stuff, they matter and everything, but just keeping everyone positive on the court. I think that's my biggest role. So that's why I think when I was hurt last week, it wasn't that big of a drop off from when I wasn't playing, because I was still being positive out there, trying to bring positive energy, and they fought, they competed, they played hard, and it was fun to watch last week. So.
Go ahead.
The resilience of this team, dealing with injuries.
Yeah, we've been grinding all year. When Cam went down, when somebody gets hurt, it gives other people opportunity to step up. And when Cam went down, Cartier stepped up big time for us. And then when I got hurt, Mike played a great game, and then X played a great game. So it just gives other people opportunities. It's not that we're losing a great piece, but it gives it's an opportunity for other players. And they grinded it out. They played great last week. I'm just glad to be a part of it.
How much do you think you can contribute going forward?
You say what?
How confident are you that you can contribute going forward?
I can contribute something. If I'm off the floor or on the floor, it doesn't matter. I'm contributing. Go out there, talk to him, tell him what I'm seeing from the bench, and I'm out there. I'm gonna do what I can. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to do, but I'll give it everything I have.
How much do you guys embrace the underdog role?
We embrace it, but we were picked 8th in the league this year, ended up 4th. So we know people doubt us, but we've been dealing with it all season. So people don't respect us, and so it's just I think we're kind of used to it. We don't really embrace it anymore. We know what they're saying. So
why don't people respect you guys?
That's a great question. I don't really know. You got any idea?
Ask them.
You know, everybody here loves to play defense, and we all bought into the system, and we help each other. We help each other, and we have each other's back on the court. You know, but one brother goes down, we have to help him out. That's just how it is, and we just love keying in and fighting on defense.
How different does the offense look when Dean is healthy?
The narrative nationally.
He spreads the court out a lot, and he can do a lot of different things for us. You know, he can shoot the three, drive to the hole, mid-range. So teams have to key in on that, and it opens up a lot of things for a lot of people. A lot of other people like Barry driving to the hole as well. So it's a great piece to have him back.
You've talked about exploiting that youth of Kentucky. What can you do specifically to do that in this game?
Just keep the ball moving, you know, keep them spread out. You know, they're very long and athletic. I feel like we do that, we have a great chance.
What kind of challenge will Kevin Knox play for you offensively?
You know, he's a highly touted guy, big touted guy, 6'9", so he's a good scorer. Of course, just staying locked into him, locked in onto the scouting report as well. I feel like that would do well.
Do you think part of the key is getting him to play to your all's pace and not getting into a big track meet with them?
Oh, definitely. Just keep the game, keep it simple, keep control for us. That would be big. Value the ball, no simple turnovers, no easy turnovers. You know, nothing to make a big highlight play for them. And I feel like we'll have a great chance.
You guys have dealt with adversity all year. You had some injuries even before this with Dean's injury. How much has that helped you get to where you guys are now?
I'll help big time. You know, other guys had to step up, and those other guys are still playing at that magic level and having to step up, and just having everybody back now is big for us.
Xavier, what are your reactions to being here in the Sweet 16? I mean, it's getting real now, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. You know, it's a great feeling to be here, but now it's time to focus up and keep my head forward and hopefully get this win.
What will be the keys to kind of attacking and teaching that kind of lane?
Making the extra pass. You know, they go for a lot of steals and block shots, so it'll be opportunities for people to be open.
One of the similarities, very few, between UMBC and Kentucky is they both like to shoot a lot of threes. You guys were able to neutralize that against UMBC. What do you have to do? What did you do in that game that you were able to do that?
We just pressured them. Didn't make them comfortable in their offense, you know, and I felt like we had to do that same thing coming forward.
What's Kentucky going to be specifically for you? What the challenges they pose as far as defensively?
I don't see any challenges that they pose. You know, it's all about us making the right play. We know they go for a lot of steals, block shots, so it's about making the extra pass and moving the ball.
Where's your confidence level at now? It seems like it increased the last couple tournaments.
My confidence level has always been there. You know, it was hard coming off the injury, but I feel like I'm 100%.
The number one thing you guys have to do to pull off this upset is what?
Defend. Defense equals wins, and we've shown that in our last two games. You know, I mean, we didn't score the ball as well as we usually do, but it came down to the defensive end, and we got stops when we needed to.
What kind of a rebounding team are you? Because Kentucky's going to throw some of the longest. Kentucky's going to throw some of the longest arms you've seen all year.
It's going to be huge. We're going to have to box out at all times on every shot attempt they take, because they're a really good rebounding team and they're longer than us. So it's really going to come down to a lot. We did a lot of box outs in practice today and yesterday, so we just got to be ready to limit them to one shot, push the ball.
What do you see out of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Because he's been the guy that's carried this team for the most part over the last couple of months.
We see a really good freshman point guard. You know, he's 6'6", so you know that gives him a lot of upside going against our guards. But we just have to, you know, just put a lot of pressure on him, pressure the ball, and be into him on all ball screens, and just make everything tough for him, as tough as possible. Just know what he likes to do, his tendencies, and just be ready to go out there and have a fight, because you know this is win or go home, so we just got to leave it out on the floor.
You mentioned, and a couple other guys mentioned about that you guys were picking up in 12. How much has that been a motivational factor for you guys? And do you like being the underdog in this, have the underdog role in this game?
Being picked eighth, you know, it was just, you know, like we knew that people didn't wasn't looking at us. So we keep that as motivation to just keep working hard. You know, nothing special is easy. So we just keep fighting and we keep working hard during the season, and we made it here. And we just keep that as motivation to keep working hard, and we're just ready to put it to the test and get ready to play Kentucky.
What is it about you guys that people are not respecting? You know what I mean? Why not? Why don't they respect you?
I don't know. Maybe it's how we play. I don't know how it is, but we just keep fighting, and we just got to keep showing the world that we're a good team, and this win will probably show that. So that's the motivation. We got to keep winning, and we can make it to the league.
What do you mean by the way you guys play maybe contributes to the lack of respect? What is it about the way you guys play that it seems you think maybe hurts the perception?
I don't know. I mean, it's because we have. I think we have like everybody's. Brings something different to the team. We don't have like a true superstar player on our team. Everybody's very versatile, and we need everybody. We're real team based. Everybody brings something that we need to the team.
How much do you guys have to control the pace?
Say it again?
How much do you guys need to control the pace in this game?
I feel like we need to control it a lot because they play so fast paced, and they get shots up and they rebound the ball, and we just need to play it to the speed that we do. We need to get stops, push the ball in transition, and then just make them defend, get them tired.
Have you guys faced the team with the length and athleticism 1 through 5 like they have?
I don't think so. I think the closest was Texas, but not at the guard spot like that. So that's going to be a challenge, but we love challenges and we're ready for it.
How do you guys feel about it? A lot of people are thinking this is an easy region for Kentucky. It's the Kentucky Invitational, they're calling it. How does that play on your all's minds?
I feel like I like that. I think that's motivation for me, and my teammates for our matchup. We got to be ready to go out there and fight and just pull off an upset. So we're just ready for that.
How much if Dean Wade can play, how much does that help you guys out in this game?
I feel like that'll help us out a lot because he's really skilled. He's a really skilled big. He can shoot the 3 ball, pick and pop, could pass it, rebound. He's just smart player. But we just gotta be ready if he can't play and do what we gotta do.
How does he look to you? Does he look like he may be ready?
He looks good to me, but it's not about me. It's about him. It's about what he feels and if he's comfortable and ready to do that. If he's ready to do that, then that's great. But we got to keep doing what we've been doing and playing hard and scrappy on defense and find a way to win.
K-State's the toughest matchup so far for Kentucky in this tournament. Do you think you guys might be able to catch them off guard?
I don't know if they're going to be off guard. Hopefully they're off guard, but we're just going to do our best job and see what we can see if we can pull off something special.
At this point, how likely are you thinking it is that Dean will play?
Well, I have to see. This is the most he did today, and he got involved in practice a little bit. Now we got to see how it feels after, and then his mindset. He's got to. I know he wants to, but now after going, we'll see how much pain he has, and we had gotten the pain down manageable, and Luke's done a great job. Dean's done a great job. Our Doc McAtee's done a great job, and we'll just see what happens. If he played, it would be minute limits, 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there. See how he does. I think it would be a nice boost for our guys, and obviously he's with their size, it definitely would help.
What have you seen from Dean as an off-the-court leader through this?
I think I mentioned it last week that I right away at the first jump ball in the Creighton game, we had a little huddle, and then Dean stayed out there with those guys and talked to him, and that's not his forte. The communicating and being that vocal leader, and I appreciate that. And during the game, we always watch the bench and stuff while we watch film, and you could see him up talking, grabbing guys, and it's just such a sad thing that he can't play. I mean, because obviously we're here because of what he's done, and you only get this opportunity so many times. I know he wants to play, and hopefully he has that opportunity to play, but I know he'll be cheering if he doesn't.
Bruce, what's Barry done for you particularly these last few games, and is this an indication of what you saw in him early?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just been the last few games. It's been basically all season. I mean, his leadership from the get-go, he's been unbelievable with that. And he's I can get after him and he takes it. Sometimes I get mad at other guys. I yell at him and he'll look at me and I just smile and just keep going. And he's learned to deal with that. And I think the biggest thing, and D. Brown years ago said it to me, Coach, you made me a student of game. And I think that's what he's become. He's in the office watching film, putting in the time. He's always there early, playing one-on-one with the coaches, with Shane Southwell. And then after practice he stays and shoots. So that commitment, that dedication, when it's one of your better players, it makes it so much easier on the coaches, and it's a great motivator for the other kids.
When you first saw him, you weren't looking for him, right? When you guys first recruited him, there were 6, 7 other guys.
His AU team had, I think he was 8th man. I mean, they were so loaded. Duke, North Carolina, Louisville. But the thing we appreciated was that when he was patient. When he got in there, he did good things. And then midsummer, then he went on. He got invited to one of those camps on his own. It was the Oladipo camp in D.C. And then he was leading scorer there. And we felt good about him. And then when he went there was no doubt. And then we were recruiting some other guys. And Barry committed to us without even visiting, because he didn't want to lose his spot. And, his dad, and then after he committed, then a bunch of people jumped in, but I give credit to his dad and family. They said, hey, where were you guys before? These guys have been here the whole time. And, he's turned out to be a great player. There's no doubt about that.
Bruce, what do you make of the perception that this is the Kentucky Invitational and they've got the easiest path to the Final Four?
Well, I mean, they're very good, but they're going to have to earn it and win it. Cal's got them playing at a high level, 9 out of 10, and winning the SEC tournament, and just watching and talking to guys. They're playing the best they played all year, and I think the thing that to me is their defense has really stepped up, and I'm not sure he gets as much credit as he deserves, Coach Cal, for what he does defensively. I know last time we played them in the NCAA tournament a few years ago when we were 8-9 in that first game, we couldn't score. They were just so big, so long, so athletic, and they were so cut in. I thought we could get some things, and we didn't get them. And, we're going to have to move them tomorrow. If we let them stand, we'll have trouble. But if we get them moving and, get a couple easy shots, at least we can be fighting them the whole game.
How do you adjust to their length and athleticism?
Move them. You can't let them stand there. It's the tower. If you don't move the tower, it's going to be tough. I think, and that's what we try to emphasize. I'm not telling our guys not to shoot. I'm telling them I want you to shoot when you're open and move the basketball, move bodies. And we didn't do that very well against UMBC. Their pressure bothers us. Now this is different. It's a different type of animal you're dealing with, but we have to move them.
What type of impact has Shane had on this team as a GA role?
It's great to have a former player that he loves basketball, he knows basketball, he's dedicated. I think too he's been through it as a player. When I get after somebody, he can quietly, and I've even said it to him several times. Shane, go talk to him. And just and then he grabs him. On the side, like, hey, you're okay. Hey, this is what he's talking about or whatever. So, it's a great, he's really, he wants to coach. I knew it all along. I knew he wanted to play. He had the opportunity. And, I think he'll be a great coach. Kind of Chester's done it. Brad Korn's done it. Coach Lowry's done it, as a former player. You can kind of tell which guys really are motivated by and dedicated. And I think he'll be a great coach down the road.
How tough has it been to change the offense with Dean out?
Well, I mentioned it, I think, after UMBC, and I wasn't trying to make excuses. Xavier will look at me. I'll call a set or something. He'll look at me and go, I have no idea, Coach. And because he's had to play 4. But the other part is that, the 1, 2s, and 3s. Now Kam's back. Now Cartier, somebody grabs the ball. Now Cartier doesn't know what he's doing. So sometimes we look at a little discombobbled. I've tried to simplify it. Our biggest thing this time is just keep the ball moving, keep them, and we got to make them move, and then use our ability to get in the paint and make plays for other people.